Hello everyone and welcome to Day 3 of Square Enix Presents and E3. I'll be your host and guide through this little tour through the wonderful land of merchandise that we call Square Enix Products. My name is Kelsey Britt and I am Merchandise Coordinator here at Square Enix. To get us started, I wanted to show off some of these amazing entries and announce the winners of our recent Twitter contest. We asked ARTS Kai fans and collectors to show off their best poses with their Final Fantasy figures. We challenged them to submit unique and dynamic poses like this one of Lightning, or this one of Vincent Valentine. We were not disappointed by the entries. Our fans showed impressive creativity, boasted their rare figures and their expansive collections. Having this opportunity to watch fans interact over their shared love of Final Fantasy and our products was an incredible experience. We were so happy to have this chance to connect with them. So, without any further delay, it's time to announce the winners of our Play Arts Pose contest. We'll begin with the 3 winners who will receive honorable mention. The first is Guillermo. Hope I pronounced that right. Sorry about that. He knew that throwing a cat at us was a surefire way to get our attention. Judge Master Gabrinth seems like he might be a little out of his depth with this feline foe. For making us laugh, Guillermo is our first honorable mention winner. However, it wasn't enough to do just a funny pose with an interesting backdrop. He also actually fairly well balanced posed this Gabrinth, and he does look as though he might leap into battle at a moment's notice. So our second honorable mention will go to a user who calls themselves RPG Sorceress. So hold on, we're having a bit of technical difficulty. All right. Okay. This is how you guys know it's live. Okay, our second honorable mention winner is RPG Sorceress. So we're going to show you guys these entries in just a minute. Obviously, it was awesome seeing everyone send in their entries. It was really hard to pick who would win because so many people sent in so many amazing poses and had like these really impressive collections and all of these really unique and rare figures. So it was quite a challenge to pick which one we were going to use. So, thank you guys all for joining into this contest. I know that everyone had a lot of fun, and it was a lot of fun to see how you guys chose to pose your figures. Okay. All right. So, next slide. Okay. All right. Okay. Next slide, please. Next slide. Next slide. All right, this is our first honorable mention, Guillermo, as I was saying before. So as you can see, Judge Master Gabrinth is fighting a cat. But the posing is actually really well done. It really does look like Gabrinth is about to try and fight this feline foe. So our first honorable mention winner is this user, Guillermo. So thank you very much. Next slide. Our next honorable mention is RPG Sorceress, as I was saying before. So this beautifully staged scene, it features the heroes of various Final Fantasy games facing off against Sephiroth. It exhibits technical photographic skill, it's a high-quality image, and it has realistic, battle-ready posing of Lightning, Yuna, and Zack. And on the next slide, we have our final winner for honorable mention, Aaron. This beautiful picture of Yuffie with the caption, "The single white rose of Wutai amidst a flower whirlwind." It was just too gorgeous to ignore. Yuffie poses sweetly, holding materia in her hand with bougainvillea blossoms surrounding her. The interplay of the backdrop and the figure was so nice in this figure, we just had to feature it. So on the next slide, you'll see that our honorable mention winners will each receive a Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13 key ring. This beautiful keychain features the emblem of Lightning that she bears on her armor in Lightning Returns. It's valued at $15.99, and we hope our honorable mention winners will really enjoy this Final Fantasy accessory. So on the next slide, we are going to announce the runners-up to our contest. So our second runner-up is... Next slide, You Phoenix. This dynamic pose of Final Fantasy VII Advent Children Vincent is really highlighted by the tilt shift effect and the creative use of the display stand. Vincent really looks as if he's in the middle of the battle and someone hit pause. Congratulations. And now our first runner-up is a user called Lightson. So no surprise then that the winning pose from this user is of lightning. There were so many great poses in this particular entry, but this one was the best. The battle-ready stance, the realistic balanced posing of the figure, her arm drawn back preparing to attack as she defends herself with her shield, it all adds up to a really dynamic pose and one worthy of second place in this posing contest. So at first glance, it might look like a very simple pose, but it actually shows off some of the fundamentals of great action figure posing. It has realistic body posture, with the weight of the figure sitting in a very natural and balanced way, and she faces her foe directly, her body positioned in kind in such a way that she looks as if she could spring into action. As she draws her sword back, it's natural she would put her other arm forward in a defensive stance. So it may look easy, but this kind of posing is actually very difficult and requires a certain level of artistry and careful consideration. We wanted to be sure that we showed appreciation for excellent posing, in addition to praising the submissions that had great photographic skill, included rare items, or expressed compelling stories. So our second runner-up will get their choice of the following products. These are our Final Fantasy Static Arts Minis, and our first volume of these 3 figures from this line are all from Final Fantasy VII. Of course, we have the hero of Final Fantasy VII, Cloud Strife, and then we also have the primary antagonist, Sephiroth, and last but not least, we have Tifa Lockhart. So our first runner-up will receive 1 each of these cute little statuettes. If you did not have the opportunity to enter our contest but would still love to have these Static Arts mini figurines for your very own, never fear. All 3 of these and more are available for pre-order now on our official online store. We've included the link up here on the slide, so be sure to check it out. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Drum roll, please. No? Okay, so no drumroll effects, sorry. Our winner is Ace Hylian. Ace Hylian had so many excellent entries, it was honestly hard to pick which one should be the winner, but this super dynamic pose and angle were the ones that took the cake. Balanced and battle ready, you can see that Lightning is posed in a super dynamic pose, and she looks like she's just about to spring into battle, and the complementary photographic angle and the use of the backdrop, it all just adds up to our grand prize winner. So, congratulations. In addition to getting a full set of our Final Fantasy Static Arts Minis, Cloud, Sephiroth, and Tifa, you'll also be receiving our Final Fantasy variant Play Arts Kai Dragoon limited color version. This special color variant of our Final Fantasy variant Dragoon has all the gorgeous details and features of the original. With its signature weapons, detailed sculpt, and expertly applied paint, this will be the crown jewel of any Final Fantasy figure collection. Again, if you didn't get a chance to enter a contest, or if your entry was not selected as a winner, but you can't live without getting this limited color version of Dragoon, never fear. You still have a chance to purchase one from our web store. The quantity of this product is extremely limited, so please be sure to place your order early if you want to ensure yours. Heartfelt congratulations to all of our winners, and sincere thanks to everyone who entered our contest. It was so hard to pick our winners because there were so many amazing entries. So please take some time to look through the Play Arts Pose hashtag and take a look for yourself. I think the thing that was most wonderful to see was all the Play Arts Kai collectors connecting with one another over their love of their figures. It's a pleasure to see your entries as well as your enthusiasm and your love of our products. Thank you. So we have some exciting news to share with you guys about one of our biggest events of the year, San Diego Comic-Con 2014. Our Comic-Con exclusive this year will be a metallic version of Batman as he appears in Batman Arkham Origins. The figure will of course be available at our Comic-Con booth number 3829, but a limited quantity will also be available for pre-order at the address listed on the screen here. With a suggested retail of $99.99 and standing about 12 inches tall, this figure is gorgeously sculpted and detailed as you can see here. We'll get a closer look at him as we go through our E3 display tour at the booth, and he also includes interchangeable hands, accessories like his grappling hook, and a display stand will be included as well, of course. Only 1,000 pieces of this color variant of Batman will be produced, and only a very small portion of those pieces will be available for pre-order at the listed address, so be sure to secure yours today. And speaking of exciting items available for pre-order, these super cute and completely unique sculptures, our Static Arts Minis, are available for pre-order on our official online store right now. If you're watching this, you're probably already familiar with our line of DC variant Play Arts Kai, but just to catch you up in case you aren't, our Japanese designers put their own special spin on the classic DC comic characters like Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, and more. These designs were then crafted into fully sculpted, painted, and articulated Play Arts Kai action figures. We've gotten such a great response from fans, and frankly, we've had so much fun with this line of figures that we're now shrinking things down to a miniature scale. The original design of these super deformed characters is our original DC variant design, but now they're super cute statuettes. These little guys and gal stand at 6 inch tall, and each one retails for $49.99. They're solid PVC, and though they be tiny, they're also as highly detailed in their sculpting and paint application as any of our PlayArts Kai action figures. The first wave includes the so-called Big Three of DC, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, so they are a must-have for any collector of DC merchandise. And if you're a fan of the prizes we gave out to our contest winners, but have a soft spot in your heart for Squall Leonard, never fear, because there are 3 more figurines in our Final Fantasy Static Arts minis, including the Gunblade wielder himself. Those are also available for pre-order at our official online web store for $29.99, and they are currently slated to be out in late November to early December. That's my attempt to do a chocobo noise. And he also takes super cute form here as a Static Arts mini. Like Squall, he's available in late fall to early winter for $29.99. And I really love the paint detailing on this particular figure. And last is the Moogle. He's reminiscent of the Moogle from Theaterism with his big red pom-pom, his pink nose, and purple wings. And so I think all 3 of these Static Arts mini are carefully designed to balance their weight and stand without assistance. So they'll be a great addition to any display case or desk of a Final Fantasy fan. And now, for some of our most popular items, the silver jewelry, such as Lightning Returns and Final Fantasy XIII Sarah engagement pendants shown here, are available for purchase at our official online e-store. We do our best to keep these items stocked, but with the popularity of them, they do frequently run out. If you can't live without them, and these and other gorgeous pieces of silver jewelry, please be sure to check back at our e-store often. We have these and other silver items displayed here at E3, as you will see shortly in our tour of our display here at the show, including this gorgeous snow pendant from Final Fantasy XIII, the Cloud pendant modeled off of Cloud Strife's wrist cuff in Final Fantasy VII, or if you're a Gully Wings fan, then this Final Fantasy X-2 Yuna necklace is definitely for you. Lightning fans will immediately recognize her signature pendant from Final Fantasy XIII, and some of our newest additions are this Cactar and Crystal Chocobo pendant. Though they may not be in stock right now, they will be restocked eventually, so please keep checking back. And we will be sure to inform you when they are back in stock or available for pre-order on our Twitter. North American fans, be sure to follow us at Square Enix _MD_NA, SQEX_MD_NA. And we can give you the latest updates from our corner of the world. For all the cutting edge news from our studios, be sure to follow our director of merchandise in our Tokyo headquarters at Hidemi_mad_en. This account is the official English account of our director of merchandise. So you can see even more from him at his Facebook address listed on the screen. And I'm sure you've seen the address to our official e-store plenty by now, but just in case, be sure to check out our merchandise and merchandise pre-order pages. The addresses are listed here on the screen. Okay, enough sitting and talking. Now it's time for me to step out of the broadcast booth and give you a tour of our display at E3. We definitely have some exciting prototypes to show you, so follow me and I will give you the full download shortly. In the meantime, we'll show you a brief segment we filmed at Respawn and EA's booth showing off our Titanfall PlayArts Kai Atlas figure. See you soon. We're over here at the Respawn booth with EA. We're going to show off our Atlas Titanfall PlayArts Kai action figure. So this is still the prototype. It's one of our most complex and detailed action figures ever. It's a return to mechs for us, which is really exciting. If you're a fan and a collector of the PlayArts Kai line, you'll know that it's been a while since we've done an amazing mechanoid figure like this. So one of the cool things I'd like to point out about this particular figure is Titanfall is all about the symbiotic relationship between the pilot and the Titan. So to really express that, we have an effect piece here in the shape of a Titan pilot riding on the back of this Atlas Titan. And this guy is not posable, but he is, there to sort of symbolize how important it is that the Titan and the pilot are in sync with each other. So this figure has an articulated hatch opening, which is a really amazing feature. Unfortunately, right now, the price and the release date are still to be determined, but if you follow us on Twitter and just keep track of us, we'll be sure to let you know as soon as we know about the release of this amazing and exciting PlayArts Kai action figure. Thanks, guys. Welcome to our merchandise display here at E3 2014. I am so excited to show you everything that we have here today. We have some exciting prototypes as well as some things that you can pre-order or order today. So let's not dilly-dally, let's get started, and we will start with, excuse me sir, no worries, with our San Diego Comic-Con exclusive for 2014. This is Batman as he appears in Arkham Origins, the latest entry in the hugely successful Batman Arkham video game series. So this Batman is one that's just started his journey as a mass vigilante. You can see that youthful quality in the sculpt. He's not quite yet the Batman that'll someday be the savior of Gotham, but he's closer than he ever has been before. This beautiful sculpt has been given a gorgeous new paint application for a San Diego Comic-Con 2014 exclusive. The bright metallic colors really highlight this amazing sculpt and give off the effect of Batman standing atop a tower in the moonlight, looking down at Gotham below. The blue of the night sky and his cape billowing behind him. Speaking of that cape, it, like many of our latest PlayArts Kai figures, is made of a soft PVC that is more malleable and makes for easier posing. It also has articulated ball jointing to make dramatic action poses easier than ever. This Batman will be available at our San Diego Comic-Con booth, Square Enix. So if you follow us, we will be at the show. Come to 3829, that's our booth number, and get yours. But if for some reason you can't make it to the show, there is still a chance for you to get this exclusive figure. It'll be available for pre-order. Actually, I'm sorry, it's available for pre-order now, though it will not be shipping until shortly after Comic-Con around August 10th. You can order it online. But this online pre-order is extremely limited, so if you can't live without him, make sure to get your order for this Comic-Con exclusive Batman today. So in keeping with our theme of Arkham Origins, we have Batman in his standard paint application. As you can see, this is a more matte finish and is in more of a gray color palette, fitting the gritty and realistic tone of Origins. He comes with the same accessories as our San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, exchangeable hands, grappling hook, and of course his signature Batarang. Deathstroke was also a featured antagonist in Arkham Origins, and we've done the Terminator justice in this version of the famous assassin. A perfect fit for the PlayArts Kai line, this armored killer comes with a multitude of weapons and accessories, with a sword and scabbard at his back, a staff, a few guns just for good measure, with plenty of exchangeable hands to hold them all, of course. A cool feature of this particular figure is the cords holding his mask in place are also articulated, so you can really pose this figure in a dynamic way. Both will come with a display stand and retail for $99.99, and they're available for pre-order on our official e-store today. So be sure to get yours before we run out. Okay, so keeping up with our Arkham Origins theme, our Joker and Robin. We've shown these figures before at New York Toy Fair, but this is the first time we're seeing both in full color stateside. Joker also looks younger and a bit less lean than we're used to seeing him. He comes with his signature purple suit, matched to the style of his look in Origins meticulously. He has a knife and a shotgun, and comes with exchangeable hands to hold them. His coattails are articulated for maximum posability, and of course he wears his signature grin. As for Robin, the Boy Wonder is shown here beautifully sculpted and looking like we've rarely seen him before, with a more heavily armored spin on his classic costume. Robin has a shuriken with a Robin motif, a staff, and a shield. Like other caped figures, his cape is made of that soft PVC for maximum posability and has some articulation to help hold very dynamic poses. Release date and prices for these figures are still to be determined, but we look forward to hopefully releasing them this year at a price point in line with our other Arkham Origins figures. Rest assured, our signature Hexa stands are included with these figures like all of our PlayArts Kai. So, moving along, our long and successful relationship with Konami and Kojima Studios takes form once more in this Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zero's version of Big Boss Snake. The figure shown here is an actual retail sample, which gives you an idea of the kind of quality of the final product. The figure comes with alternate hands, an alternate head, a rifle, a handgun, and a knife. This figure is one of the first to show off some of the new PlayArts technology with soft, malleable PVC in the jointed chest area and boasts a wide range of posability. He's available for purchase now on our official e-store and retails for $99.99. This display stand is included, of course. So, one of our very exciting reveals of E3, showing off for the first time, is our Halo 2 Anniversary Edition Master Chief. So Halo PlayArts Kai are among our most popular, and this Master Chief is no exception in generating excitement. With the recently announced Halo Master Chief collection, there's a lot of interest surrounding this figure, and you will notice he's definitely more detailed than ever. Since this is the first time we're displaying Master Chief and he's still in his gray prototype stage of development, he most likely will not be available for pre-order soon. But hopefully we'll know more about his release date and can share it with you in the near future. Though it's still early in development for this figure and some features may change, it seems that for now he will come with an energy sword and dual-wield pistols.
This retail for this figure is, of course, still to be determined. And from our very own Final Fantasy X HD Remaster, we have Tidus and Yuna shown off here. These figures, like the Metal Gear Ground Zero Snake, are final product retail samples. They've changed very little from their prototype stage. Both are shown in greater detail than ever, with new sculpting and paint application. Yuna comes with her summoner staff, exchangeable hands, and an exchangeable faceplate to recreate memorable scenes from Final Fantasy X. Tidus comes with his signature sword, Brotherhood, as well as exchangeable hands, a blitzball, of course, and an exchangeable faceplate with closed eyes like Yuna. These two really belong together, so it's my personal recommendation that you get both. They retail for $79.99 each, and they're available on our web store for order now. So, keeping in our Final Fantasy theme, we have our perennial favorites, the plushies from Final Fantasy series, Tonberry, Chocobo as a white mage, Cactar, Final Fantasy XIV's Moogle, Kuplukopo are all shown here. These guys are so popular, ranging from $24.99 to $26.99. They're all available on our official e-store. We do our best to keep them in stock, but they do sell out quickly, so be sure to check back frequently and follow us on Twitter. We will be sure to announce when sold out items are back in stock. So, something I'm happy to share with you guys today at E3 that we don't usually get to show is our silver collection. So our Final Fantasy series of silver accessories is really stunning, and we have brought some of our favorites to show off at E3 this year. All of our jewelry is made of sterling silver, and it's a high quality, very carefully designed, so these are true collector's items worthy of any jewelry box. Some of the newest additions are this cute Cactar necklace and this Chocobo and crystal necklace. Those are both priced at $120 each. We've also brought this beautiful classic piece, the Final Fantasy VII Materia pendant in Meteor. Sephiroth's black materia is made of gorgeous onyx and held in by a beautifully sculpted silver design. This retail is $126.99. And so on our second tier here, we have some of our more masculine pieces of jewelry for our male Final Fantasy fans. Though all our jewelry is unisex, these were designed with specific Final Fantasy heroes in mind, such as this Cloud pendant, which is modeled off of his cuff from Final Fantasy VII. Subtle and not ostentatious. It's a great piece of jewelry for any fan, regardless of gender. It retails at $189.99. Now, for someone who does like something a little more eye-catching, we have this pendant modeled off the one that Snow Villiers wears in Final Fantasy XIII. With plenty of glittering gems and the engraved cat design, it's a real showstopper. It retails for $229.99. And on our top tier of our silver display are our best-selling silver jewelry items. The lightning pendant from Final Fantasy XIII is a perfect favorite. Sorry, and it's a great replica of the one that Lightning wears in Final Fantasy XIII. It's got these small pink and white crystals embedded into its engraving. It retails for $139.99. And from Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII, we have this gorgeous and impressive pendant modeled on the key motif of Lightning's armor throughout that game. This one sold out almost immediately, but we're going to do our best to keep it in stock. Last, but certainly not least, is our Final Fantasy XIII Sarah engagement pendant. This has to be our most popular silver item. It's modeled after the one that Sarah wears in Final Fantasy XIII and XIII-2. Not only is this a beautiful necklace in its own right, but it also includes a ring that rests on the chain on the top of the pendant. This ring can be removed and worn, provided you have roughly a size 7 finger, which is pretty small. Personally, I can see this making for an amazing proposal for any hardcore Final Fantasy XIII fan. It's a beautiful piece, and it retails for $229.99. All of these items are online store exclusives. They're available for purchase right now, and if you do not see them right now, it means that they're temporarily out of stock, but we are constantly restocking in our online store. So, like with our plushies, be sure to keep checking back and follow us on Twitter for all the latest updates. We'll be sure to alert you whenever we restock these Final Fantasy items. Well, guys, that's all we have for you today at E3. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you'll tune in next year and see everything else we have to offer. And be sure to come see us at Comic-Con booth 3829. Thank you.